The unstoppable Filipino influence.
They are furious.
These 8 countries are burning with frustration as Filipinos dominate the world stage in 2025. While Filipino success spreads globally, these nations are desperately trying to hold them back. They've changed laws, created barriers, and spread lies, all because they can't stand seeing Filipinos at the top. What country number 3 did is absolutely outrageous. It will make your blood boil. They thought they could stop Filipino excellence. They thought wrong. From blocking Filipino workers to denying their achievements, these countries are obsessed with halting Filipino progress.
But here's the truth. Filipino success is unstoppable.
8. Saudi Arabia Filipino workers form the backbone of Saudi Arabia's labor force, particularly in the medical, domestic, and construction sectors. Despite their essential contributions, they often face severe exploitation, including unpaid wages, contract violations, and even physical abuse. High-profile cases, like the tragic story of a Filipina domestic worker who suffered extreme mistreatment, have sparked international outrage and diplomatic tensions. The Philippine government has repeatedly implemented deployment bans to protect its citizens, yet systemic abuse persists due to resistance from employers and recruitment agencies who prioritize profit over ethical labor practices. Many Filipinos, desperate to support their families back home, endure harsh conditions, long hours, and poor living environments. Despite these challenges, their resilience shines through. Saudi Arabia's economy remains highly dependent on Filipino workers, particularly in hospitals, households, and infrastructure projects. Their skills, dedication, and work ethic make them irreplaceable, proving that Filipino excellence is unstoppable, even in the face of adversity. 7. Taiwan Filipinos play a critical role in Taiwan's caregiving, manufacturing, and technology industries. Many work in semiconductor factories, hospitals, and elder care, filling labor shortages that local workers often avoid. However, despite their contributions, Filipinos frequently face discrimination, wage suppression, and restrictive labor policies. Employers often refuse to increase wages or improve working conditions, citing economic constraints. Additionally, Taiwan's strict immigration laws prevent many Filipino workers from advancing in their careers or obtaining permanent residency, making it difficult for them to secure long-term stability. The geopolitical tensions between Taiwan, China, and the United States add another layer of complexity, placing Filipino workers in a precarious position. Despite these obstacles, Filipinos continue to excel, proving their dedication, resilience, and irreplaceable value in Taiwan's economy. Their perseverance ensures they remain a key part of Taiwan's workforce, demonstrating that Filipino influence cannot be ignored, no matter the restrictions placed upon them. 6. Malaysia. Malaysia relies heavily on Filipino professionals in education, healthcare, and the service industry. Filipino nurses, teachers, and skilled workers are often regarded as more qualified and hard-working compared to their Malaysian counterparts, which has led to increasing tensions. As a result, restrictive employment policies have been introduced to limit opportunities for Filipinos and prioritize local workers. Additionally, the long-standing territorial dispute over Sabah has fueled nationalist rhetoric, further complicating relations. Many Malaysians perceive Filipinos as economic competitors rather than essential contributors to the country's progress. Despite facing discriminatory policies, Filipino workers continue to prove their value through their skills, adaptability, and strong work ethic. Malaysia's economy would struggle without the contributions of its Filipino workforce, particularly in vital sectors like healthcare and education. Their resilience and talent ensure they remain indispensable, further cementing the undeniable global influence of Filipinos in the workforce. 5. South Korea Filipinos have established a strong presence in South Korea's manufacturing, construction, and service industries. They work tirelessly in factories, shipyards, and restaurants, helping sustain South Korea's rapid economic development. However, they often face systemic discrimination, grueling work hours, and unfair wages. Despite their contributions, many are denied opportunities for career advancement due to South Korea's strict immigration policies and cultural biases. Filipinos working in South Korea often endure harsh conditions, yet they persevere, driven by the dream of providing better lives for their families back home. Many excel in skilled labor and project management, yet they are rarely promoted or compensated fairly. South Korea's economy depends on foreign labor, but Filipino workers are often treated as expendable. Still, their expertise, resilience, and undeniable work ethic make them an invaluable part of the workforce, proving that Filipino excellence continues to shine even in challenging environments. 4. Japan's aging population has created an enormous demand for caregivers, with Filipinos stepping up to fill the gap. Despite their crucial role in elderly care, they face numerous challenges, including strict immigration laws, cultural barriers, and language proficiency requirements. Many highly skilled Filipino healthcare professionals struggle to obtain permanent residency or career growth opportunities. Japan has stringent requirements for foreign workers, making it difficult for Filipinos to achieve long-term stability despite their indispensable contributions. Beyond caregiving, Filipinos also excel in Japan's tech and engineering sectors, yet they still encounter barriers to career advancement. Even with these challenges, Japan cannot function without Filipino workers, especially in elderly care and essential industries. Their dedication, compassion, and expertise make them an irreplaceable part of Japan's workforce, proving that Filipino talent continues to thrive no matter the restrictions imposed upon them. 3. Filipino professionals play a significant role in China's education, technology, and service industries. Filipino teachers, engineers, and IT specialists contribute immensely to China's economic growth. However, geopolitical tensions between the Philippines and China, particularly concerning the South China Sea, have created challenges for Filipino workers. Chinese policies increasingly prioritize local talent, limiting career advancement opportunities for Filipinos despite their qualifications. Many Filipino professionals face difficulties securing long-term employment, residency, or fair wages due to political tensions and protectionist policies. Despite these barriers, Filipino workers continue to thrive in China's competitive job market, proving their adaptability and expertise. The Philippines' alliance with the United States further complicates diplomatic relations, yet Filipino professionals remain in demand. Their contributions to China's workforce highlight their undeniable influence, demonstrating that Filipino excellence cannot be suppressed, even amid political tensions and economic restrictions. 2. Kuwait heavily relies on Filipino domestic workers, yet labor exploitation remains rampant. Many Filipinos in Kuwait endure long hours, meager wages, and abuse. Heartbreaking cases, such as the brutal murder of Joanna Demifalis, have exposed the dangers many Filipino workers face. Despite repeated diplomatic efforts to improve labor conditions, many still suffer under exploitative employers. The Philippine government has imposed multiple deployment bans in response to these injustices, but systemic change remains slow. Still, Kuwait's economy and households would struggle without Filipino domestic workers, proving their essential role. Many families in Kuwait prefer Filipino workers due to their reputation for hard work and reliability, further emphasizing their undeniable importance. Despite the ongoing injustices, Filipinos continue to work in Kuwait, driven by their commitment to providing for their loved ones. Their resilience in the face of hardship proves that Filipino excellence and perseverance remain unbreakable. 1. Indonesia, and the Philippines are major competitors in the maritime sector, where Filipinos excel in shipping, logistics, and engineering. Filipino seafarers are widely recognized for their expertise and discipline, often outperforming their Indonesian counterparts. This has led to Indonesian policies favoring local workers, limiting opportunities for Filipinos despite their qualifications. Territorial disputes over exclusive economic zones add further tensions between the two nations. Many Filipino professionals in Indonesia also encounter barriers in career growth and fair wages due to these economic and political rivalries. However, despite these challenges, Filipinos continue to thrive in Indonesia's labor market. Their unmatched skills in global shipping make them an irreplaceable asset. The maritime industry, a crucial pillar of Indonesia's economy, remains highly dependent on Filipino seafarers. Their perseverance and excellence prove that Filipino influence in the global workforce remains undeniable and unstoppable. The truth about Filipino influence. Economic competition, geopolitical disputes, and cultural differences fuel resistance against Filipino progress. Many countries impose restrictive labor policies to prioritize local employment, yet they remain highly dependent on Filipinos to sustain their economies. Filipino workers face systemic barriers, but their resilience, skill, and determination make them indispensable. From healthcare to maritime industries, Filipino excellence continues to shine. Filipinos inspire the world with their perseverance and talent.
Which country on this list surprised you the most?
Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into global Filipino influence.